Calculus 2, Review 2, Part 2. Integral ln x dx. U equals ln x dv equals 1. Ln x times x minus integral x times 1 over x dx goes to ln x times x minus integral dx. Ln x times x minus x plus c. Integral 2x arctan x dx goes to 2 integral x arctan x dx. U equals arctan x. dv equals x. 2 times arctan x times 1/2 x squared minus integral 1/2 x squared times 1 over x squared plus 1 dx. 2 times 1/2 cancels each other out, so we have arctan x times x squared minus integral x squared divided by x squared plus 1 dx. Arctan x times x squared minus integral 1 minus 1 over x squared plus 1 dx goes to arctan x times x squared integral dx plus integral 1 over x squared plus 1 dx. Integral of 1 over 1 squared plus x squared equals arctan x. X squared times arctan x minus x plus arctan x plus c. Integral dx over square root x squared minus 81. Let x equal 9 secant t, where negative pi over 2 is less than or equal to t, which is less than or equal to pi over 2. Dx equals 9 secant t tan t, since negative pi over 2 is less than or equal to t, which is less than or equal to pi over 2, 9 secant t tan t is positive. Integral 1 over the square root of 9 secant t squared minus 81 times 9 secant t tan t dt. Simplify square root 9 secant t squared minus 81. So that goes to the square root of 81 secant t plus square t plus 81 times negative 1, which gives us square root 81 times secant squared t minus 1. Apply Pythagorean identity. Integral of 1 over square root 9 tan t squared times 9 secant t tan t dt gives us integral 1 over 9 tan t times 9 secant t tan t dt, which gives us the integral secant t dt. The integral of secant t is ln absolute value of secant t plus tan t. Replace all occurrences of t with arc secant x over 9. Ln absolute value of secant times arc secant 1/9 x plus tan arc secant 1 over 9 x plus c. Cosine to the 5th power 5y sine 5y dy. U equals cosine 5y, which gives us du equals negative 5 sine 5y dy, which gives us negative 1/5 du equals sine 5y dy. Negative 1/5 integral u to the 5th power goes to negative 1/5 times 1/6 u to the 6th plus c, which is negative 1 over 30 cosine to the 6th 5y plus c. Integral dy over y minus 1 squared plus 4. Let u equals y minus 1 and du equals dy. Integral 1 over u squared plus 2 squared. Integral is equal to 1/2 arctan u over 2, which is 1/2 arctan 1/2 y minus 1 plus c. Integral 1 over 1 minus x squared to the 3 over 2 dx goes to integral 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared cubed. X equals sine t, where negative pi over 2 is less than or equal to t, which is less than or equal to pi over 2. dx equals cosine t dt. Since negative pi over 2 is less than or equal to t, which is less than or equal to pi over 2, cosine t is positive. Integral 1 over the square root of 1 minus sine squared t cubed times cosine t dt. Pythagorean identity, 1 minus sine t is cosine t. Integral 1 over square root cosine squared t cubed times cosine t dt gives us integral 1 over the square root of cosine to the 6th power t times cosine t dt. Integral 1 over the square root of cosine cubed t squared times cosine t dt goes to the square and the square root cancel each other out, so that gives us integral 1 over cosine cubed t times cosine t dt. The cosine and the cube cancel out to give us integral 1 over cosine squared t dt, which gives us integral secant t dt. The integral of secant t is tan t. Replace t with arcsine x. So we have tan arcsine x plus c. Integral tan to the 5th power x dx goes to integral tan to the 4th power x times tan x dx. So that is integral tan squared x squared times tan x dx. Pythagorean identity. Tan squared x is secant squared x minus 1. Binomial theorem. Integral negative 1 squared plus 2 times negative 1 secant squared x plus secant squared x squared tan x dx. Integral tan x minus 2 secant squared x tan x plus secant to the 4th x tan x dx. The integral of tan x is ln to absolute value secant x. ln secant x minus 2 integral secant squared x tan x dx plus integral secant to the 4th x tan x dx. U equals secant x, which gives us du equals secant x tan x dx. ln secant x minus 2 integral u du plus integral u cubed du. ln secant x minus 2 times 1/2 u squared plus 1/4 u to the 4th plus c gives us ln secant x minus secant squared x plus 1/4 secant to the 4th x plus c.